Hello once again, and today we're going to be taking a look at the UpHere 92mm CPU cooler. Right, so here's the box it comes in. Not a lot going on there. Right, so let's take it out of the packaging, because I'm not really one for unboxing videos. Right, so let's have a look what you get in the package. So you get a bag full of clips and stuff. So 2 bags of those. So then you have a look, then you get out the cooler itself. It's quite a big thing. So this is the red LED fan. You can get a choice of 2. You can get the red LED fan we got here and a blue one, which I also got, but I've already installed it on another machine. Also comes with this. You only really need these if you're mounting it to a Intel processor, because I'm installing it to an AMD processor. You don't need none of this stuff. Right, so what you do need to know is these clips mount onto these plastic things on the motherboard. It's not easy. I've got another one. It's a real faff to install, because you've got to make sure these pins, one's on that side of the black clip, and you really got to force it down with this to make sure it gets on the other side. Installing it is not easy, I can tell you that. I have cut my finger on the heatsink itself. It's easy to cut your finger when you're trying to put so much force on it, on this, because sometimes it's really difficult to get into tight spaces. Maybe it's easier to mount it on the motherboard before you insert the motherboard inside the case. But let's compare it to the AMD FX stock cooler. Well, there's a large difference. Fan size is a big difference, so it's definitely going to cool your computer CPU down better than this thing, because this one makes a hell of a noise when it gets hot. They ain't very good stock coolers, so I definitely would recommend, if you've got an AMD FX processor, get one. But this does support up to AM4 motherboards, so these are quite good for the Ryzen's. I don't own a Ryzen's, but it will work on an AM4 motherboard. It pretty much supports every AMD motherboard range, and including the latest Intel processors. Hence why you've got all this other stuff. They will go on an Intel processor. It doesn't come with any more of these mounting clips where you mount the fan, but you've got the opportunity to buy another fan. If you do want a pull and push configuration, you can easily mount another fan on the back of it, because it's got the grooves there to put another fan in if you wanted to. But yeah, it's pretty good. It is quite a good cooler. Only costs just under £17, which is quite good money, good value for money if you think about it. Yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you the blue one in action. Well, you ain't going to see much in action, it's just a fan that's spinning round, but I will show you it. As we can see, this one's installed. Let's switch it on. Yes, people are going to moan at the messy cable management, but this is a test PC, so why should I tidy up the cables if I'm going to keep messing around with it? You always get your moaners out there that always go on about cable management. Me, it's no big deal. People just like to be finicky about these stupid things like that. Anyway, as I said, it's a test PC. So as we can see, it fits in there quite nicely. I'll ignore that, it's just me starting up the PC. So you could easily put another fan on there if you want a pull and push configuration. Yeah, so it is, all I can tell you, it's a lot better than the stock cooler. So I'm not going to do any bench tests on how cool it should be. You know how it works and all. You can see it working. It does a good job. Much better, as I said, a much better job of the stock cooler. So this will be installing into another computer. It's not worth me doing a video of that because it's pretty straightforward to install, but it's a faff to install it. Believe me, it is a faff. I'm not looking forward to installing this one. Let's put it this way. For the money, I would recommend it if you if you got an AMD FX processor. It seems to do the job pretty good, or whatever. Mate, I don't know what it's going to be like to install on an Intel. I don't have any spare Intel computers to install it on, but hopefully it's a less of a faff. But you do have more mounting. You do have to install a mounting bracket, but this will just go straight on to the clips of the motherboard. With a lot of force, of course. It's not a great experience to install this. But that's it. I'm going to end this now. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.